Hey everyone, Mike Lake Effect Games here. Tonight we are doing our 2025 TFL season week 5 doubleheader. Our games are the 3-1 Buffalo Outlaws face the 2-2 Cleveland Coyotes. For our second game, the 3-1 Anchorage Bears travel to face the Los Angeles Icons, who are 2-2. So as always, halftime of game 1, we'll go over the scores for the week 5 games. In between the games, we will go over the standings for week 5, and halftime of game 2, we will go over the game 6 matchups, including the game 6 doubleheader. 1 second. Okay, so let's get started. For coin toss, Buffalo will get the ball first. .52 average field position. Buffalo offense is semi-dynamic, semi-solid, reliable, secure, and semi-inefficient. The Coyotes defense is semi-staunch and undisciplined. That kickoff is going to start the Outlaws off in average field position. 3-4-5. Let's see. Dynamic offense or soft defense? Neither, because the pip says no to the dynamic. Porous offense? No. You know what? I was looking at 2-4-5. I'm sorry. 3-4-5. Dynamic or home offense? No. Because that pip still counts because, as it was for the wrong thing. Soft defense? Nope. So that is a punt. With 2 pips. Oh, also, when we go over the standings, we're also going to look at the top of the league in various categories. As this game doesn't do yards, we're going to go over touchdowns, passing, rushing, interceptions, field goals, and time of possession. All right. Average field position for the Coyotes. Coyotes' offense is semi-reliable, inefficient, and semi-disciplined. Buffalo's defense is active and undisciplined. 3-5-6. Disciplined offense. Semi-yes. QB makes right decision to throw the ball away, and that is a field goal attempt for Ali Gogol, who needs a 54 and under. Does not get it. That kick is no good. So he's 0 for 1 on the day, and Buffalo takes over with average field position. Oh, gotta mark the time as well. .255. Staunch defense. Yes. Defense lives up to the reputation and kills the drive. So that will be another punt. after 3 minutes and 45 seconds. .32, that's poor field position for the Coyotes. .346. Great field position, no. Erratic offense or disciplined defense, no. So it's going to be another field goal attempt for Gogol. And he'll make that one. So that field goal is good. He's now 1 of 2, and it's 3-0 Coyotes. Kickoff. Oh, nope. That is a punt return electric that Buffalo has, not a kickoff. So that's going to be great field position. Listen, I think that's all that works for kickoffs. Yep. So great field position for the Outlaws. And we've got an unusual result. I think that's the first I've had on camera. So table B, as we're not in poor field position. I do have a bit of a house rule with it. That at the end, if it's an unusual result that would go through the end of a half or the game, that's the only time I disregard the remaining time and let it run its course because it is unusual. All right, so table B, 25. Offense catches defense in a blitz with perfectly executed screen pass. That is a touchdown for the Outlaws. TD pass from Oliver Jansen Wright to 62. Jacoby Morgan, the running back. And the extra point is good. So Buffalo will take a 7-3 lead. Now for kickoff. Oh, hold on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Average field position for the Coyotes. I realize that not a single team this year has both staunch and trying to remember what the one for offense is. Maybe one of my second. Oh, prolific. Nobody in the league has both prolific and staunch this year. Which that is my first year of any team being like that. So, all right, 1-1-6. It's going to take us into the second quarter. Score after 1 is the Buffalo Outlaws 7, the Cleveland Coyotes 3. Prolific offense, no. Inept defense, no. So that is a coughing corner punt. 45, I believe that is average. $45, that's just average. Pour goes to 44. $144. Let's see here. Poor field position, no. Undisciplined offense, no. The defense, their defense is, but not their offense. So a field goal attempt for Zach Poole this time. And that's good. He needed 55 or under. That is a 25. So he is 1 for 1. And the score is now 10-3. The Coyotes are also electric on punt only. So that will be great field position for them. $146. Staunch defense, no. Ball carrier stiff arms the linebacker and sprints to the end zone. That's a touchdown run for the Coyotes. Give me a second to find out who that is. 26, that is Gregory Gibson. Let me just make sure. Okay. And the extra point is good. So we are now tied. This being a really good game thus far. Average field position kickoff for Buffalo. Two, 3, 4. Dull offense, no. Staunch defense, yes. So that will be a punt. The pit gave them the staunch defense marker. So we remain tied. All right, so 45, that is average. One, 2, 4. Great field position? No. So that is also a punt. All right, 34. That is for a regular punt. I think that's on the line. That is just average. $3.45 left in the half. 2-4-6. Dull offense, no. Runner turns the corner and has nothing but daylight. Touchdown, Buffalo. That's a touchdown run. Run by, let's see, 42. That is Mitch Barrett. And the extra point, 62, is good, just barely. So that makes it 17-10 Outlaws. with 1 pit left, with 1:15 left in the half. Average field position for the Coyotes. 2-2-4, that is going to end the first half. The score is the Buffalo Outlaws 17, the Cleveland Coyotes 10. Around the league, the DC Majors over the Charleston Minutemen, 42-17. Jersey City Wise Guys go back to their winning ways with a win over the Baltimore Marauders, 35-14. The Boston Banshees abuse a still winless Halifax Ice Dogs, 37-22. St. Louis Archers over the Memphis Kings, 24-15. The Lexington Cavalry over the Birmingham Red Tails, 48-27. The Oklahoma Warhogs over the New Orleans Swamp Crocs, 24-10. This year has not gone great for the San Antonio Marshals, as they are the first team ever to get shut out twice in one season, and we're only in week 5. They fall to the Nashville Jacks 14-0. In the West, Roswell remains undefeated with a win over the still winless San Diego Silverbacks, 22-20. So 2 points in overtime is what keeps one team undefeated and the other one winless. Phoenix Howlers take on the Dakota Devils, beating them 34-31. And the Las Vegas Blackjacks over the defending champion Salt Lake Mustangs, 31-20. Mustangs have never had a season go this bad. In fact, the last time they had a losing record was after week 1 of the inaugural 2023 season. They won week 2, and they just dominated since until apparently this year. So, starting the second half, it is Cleveland ball. Well, it's Zach Poole getting ready to kick off. 64, that is average field position. .266. Passive defense, no. Clumsy offense or active defense. That's an active defense. That runner bottled up at the line. Ball is stripped. Fumble. So that is our first turnover of the game. Ball knocked loose by Craig Ragland. And let's see for recovery and where the ball ends up. 15, that is Roman Ochoa. In average field position. .224. All right. Aggressive defense, no. Disciplined defense, no. So that is a punt. So getting nothing off of that except maybe a little bit of kept momentum. Ricky Clay to, boot it away. 15. All right, roll 1d6. These down. On a roll of 1 or 2, punt is blocked. Nope. So average field position for the Coyotes. Two, 3, 5. I already know what that is. That's an interception. Quarterback scrambled, hit as he throws, and it's picked off. So 2 straight possessions, 2 straight turnovers. All right, so black and white are the man with the ball, and red is where it goes. 4-5, so Russ Webster gets the pick. And that's 4. That is great field position for Buffalo. One, 5, 6. So aside from the fact that they haven't scored anything yet, otherwise it's sort of gone. This half has already sort of gone their way. Poor field position, no. Great field position, yes. The kicker trots out for the attempt. So this is a field goal attempt for Zach Poole. Going for his second. .55 and under. Doesn't get it. So both kickers today have a hit and miss. Both 1 of 2. An average field position for Cleveland. And Poole is actually the leading scorer for kickers. He's now 14 of 16. Not the most accurate. He's not 100%, but he's got the most times through the uprights total. So, all right, 3, 4, 6. Great field position, no. Erratic offense or disciplined defense, no. So a field goal attempt this time for Gogol. This will close out the quarter. 54 and under for Gogol. And he got it. And he is now 2 for 3. And knocking down the deficit from 7 to 4. So average field position for the Outlaws. End of the third quarter, the score is the Buffalo Outlaws 17, the Cleveland Coyotes 13. 3-3-6. Staunch defense, no. No pip. Stiff defense, no. And that is a touchdown pass for Buffalo. So, Jensen Wright. To 41. That is Dalton Greer. And the extra point is good. Score now 24-13. So time for the kickoff. 14. Let's see. Roll 1d6. On a roll of 6, returner is in the open. So let's find out. No. Otherwise, average field position. Ten minutes left in regulation. Buffalo up by 11. 2-3-4. Dull offense, no. Staunch defense, no. And that is a touchdown pass for the Coyotes. And that is from Bryce Carlton to, let's see, 42. That is Austin Griffin. And the extra point, 64 and under, is good. Bit late now. So the score is 24-20. Let me see some rulings here. Only in the last 5 minutes. We are not there yet. All right, 61. Average field position for Buffalo. 156. Poor field position, no. Great field position, no. So that is a punt. All right. So 66. Let's see the electric. No. So regular punt. Regular punt 66. Great field position for the Coyotes. So it looks like they get a final chance here, but they are inefficient. And it's over. 2-3-6. That would be 5 for them, and they've only got 3. Actually, exactly the number of ticks remaining. One second. Looks like you don't want this to end yet. All right. All right. Well, 2-3-6. I think I got to call it. As that goes well over the allotted time remaining. let's see, 17, 13, so 7, 7. And that's the final score of game 1. The Buffalo Outlaws 24, the Cleveland Coyotes 20. All right, so while I set this up for game 2. So, 24-20. Buffalo is now 4-1. And the Coyotes are 2-3. So, week 5. The DC Majors and Buffalo Outlaws are at 4-1. The Jersey City Wise Guys are 3-2. The Baltimore Marauders, Charleston Minutemen, Boston Banshees, and Cleveland Coyotes are all 2-3, and the Halifax Ice Dogs at the bottom 0-5. In the Central, the Nashville Jacks and Oklahoma Warhogs are at 4-1. The New Orleans Swamp Crocs and St. Louis Archers and Birmingham Red Tails are 3-2. The Lexington Cavalry at 2-3, and the Memphis Kings and San Antonio Marshals 1-4. In the West, we've got the Roswell Destroyers at 5-0. Technically holding that second spot for now is the Anchorage Bears at 3-1. Dakota Devils at 3-2. Los Angeles Icons at 2-2. The Phoenix Howlers, Las Vegas Blackjacks, and Salt Lake Mustangs at 2-3. And finally, the San Diego Silverbacks are 0-5. Top threes. For touchdown passes, Birmingham's Rashad Morris with 11. And Salt Lake's Casey Halpern and Vegas' Dale Cardell are tied with 10. Yeah, team is 2-3 with Halpern, second in the league in touchdown passes. Touchdown rushes. Baltimore's Benny Lowell with 8. Los Angeles Quincy Hunt, who we will see momentarily, possibly, with 6. And a 3-way tie for 5. Touchdown catches. Los Angeles Steven Cerna. Dakota's Ethan Greenlake and Cleveland's Kyle Karstens. And Karstens did not add to it this today. Now, interceptions for quarterbacks. League worst is Nolan Rhodes with 11. Los Angeles Chase Spencer with 8. And Charleston's Leo DeSales with 6. For defenders, top interceptions, DC's Joseph Boban with 5, and a tie between DC's Edward Ashley and Birmingham's Jeffrey Flynn with 3. Field goal accuracy, Charleston is 10 for 10. There are at least 3 kickers with 100, but one with 100%. But once you've got that tie, you go with how many they've got. So Wes Fuller for Charleston with 10 for 10. DC's Tyrell Gilbert 9 for 9, and Dakota's Mark Dunton 8 for 8. Successful field goal numbers. Zach Poole, he is now 14 of 16. Baltimore's Stephen Fleming is 11 of 13. And Charleston's Wes Fuller is 10 for 10. Finally, time of possession. Jersey City with a whopping 167 minutes and 30 seconds. It's 134. It's 134 tacks. The second highest is Vegas with 157 minutes and 30 seconds. That's 126 tacks. And Nashville just behind with 156 minutes and 15 seconds, or 125 tacks. At halftime, we will go over the Week 6 matchups, including the two games in the doubleheader. So, Los Angeles, California. The 3-1 Anchorage Bears visit the 2-2 Icons. So let's get started with the coin toss. And that will be the Icons receiving. Average field position for Los Angeles. Icons offense is prolific, dynamic, semi-solid, shaky, and efficient, or semi-efficient. Anchorage defense is semi-staunch and aggressive. .355. Prolific offense, yes. He's through the hole and nobody's going to catch him. Touchdown run. So right off the bat here, a TD run for Los Angeles. And 34, that is Jermaine Dowdy. Extra point, Damon Hawkins. Needs less than a 60, needs a 64 or less, and he's got it. All right, so it's 7-0 Icons, which means the Anchorage offense will be starting at a disadvantage. 14. So let's see if they're electric. No. I wonder if teams that are already electric or semi-electric should be like a 5 or a 6 as opposed to regular kick returns that are 6. But I don't know. Lost my decider die. 116. Prolific offense, not anchored. Oh, the Bears offense is semi-dull, semi-dynamic, and semi-shaky. And the Icons defense is semi-mild. I mean, the Bears logo, you can kind of tell with the point at the end of the A that I was looking at Chicago at first, looking to work with that with the A, and then I thought, you know what, Bear Claws would be an awesome addition. So I did that. So 116, that's where I was. Prolific offense, no. Inept defense, no. So that is a coffin corner punt. But hey, a semi-dull offense and you're 3-1, that's not bad. So 41, that is poor field position, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. In fact, I don't think we had poor field position at all in the first game. No, we did. First quarter, and Gogol actually kicked a field goal from it. So poor field position actually was in this exact same spot on the sheet. 155. Secure offense, no. Clumsy offense or active defense, no. So that is a punt. Managed to avoid the turnover. All right. 62 for regular punt. 62 is great field position for the Bears. So what are they going to do now? 2-5-6. Great field position, yes. Offense makes their way into field goal range. So this is Jamie Kelly, needs 62 or less. One of the better kickers in the league. And he's got it. So it is now 7-3 Icons after the field goal by Jamie Kelly. Average field position for the Icons. $2-2-5. Dull offense. No. Where was I? Staunch defense. No. Wait. Yeah, that was... I was originally looking at it because of the dull offense for Anchorage, so... No, that is not a staunch defense. So it's a touchdown run for the Icons. This run by Doubleheader again. To close out the quarter. Doubleheader has his second. Extra point. Is good. Wait. No, it isn't. Wow, where am I today? But yeah, 64 and under, that's a 65. Come on. Use your brain. All right, so 13-3. That is Hawkins missing that kick. Oh, the score after one is the Los Angeles Icons 13, the Anchorage Bears 3. So average field position for Anchorage. $3-3-6. Staunch defense. No. Stiff defense. No. So a touchdown pass for the Bears. Did I say touchdown pass? Yes. Let's see. It's from Robinson to Hamrick. Extra point by Kelly is good. So the score is now 13-10. So I am sorry for lack of a better term, mental hiccups today. All right, so runner muffs the catch and is caught before he can get upfield. Poor field position for Los Angeles. One, 1-3. Poor field position, yes. Big third down stop near midfield forces the punt. All right. .51, that's average field position for the Bears. Two, 3, 6. Prolific offense, not Anchorage. Porous offense, no. So that is a punt. All right. So Braden Puhala kicking away. And that is average. One, 1, 2, getting a lot of ones. I know 1, 1, 2 is basically punt, punt, or punt, but let's see. Punishing defense, no. Soft defense, no. So that is a punt, regular punt. I need to, next season, because I've already started using this book and I don't want to use multiple books for season. Next season, I need to look for, I need to get a college rule book for this game. Just in case. So, 21, that is poor field position for the Bears. Two, 5, 6. Great field position, no. Home or disciplined offense, neither of those either. So that is a punt. So this has been a pretty slow, offensively slow second quarter. That is, or 31, that is poor field position for the Icons. Yes. Although I do wish I hadn't written it first. And that is the end of the half. As we go over the limit. At halftime, the score is the Icons 13, the Anchorage Bears 10. So let's go over the Week 6 matchups. The Buffalo Outlaws take on the Halifax Ice Dogs. The Cleveland Coyotes look to redeem themselves against the Boston Banshees. DC Majors and Charleston Minutemen. The New Orleans Swamp Crocs face the San Antonio Marshals. Marshall's hope to at least score. Nashville Jacks and the Oklahoma Warhogs. And I believe that matchup will be happening 2 weeks in a row. So that'll probably be the week 7, part of the week 7 doubleheader. Birmingham Red Tails and the Memphis Kings. These Anchorage Bears take on the Las Vegas Blackjacks. The winless San Diego Silverbacks against the Dakota Devils. The unbeaten Roswell Destroyers face the Los Angeles Icons. A rivalry that's been going on since 2023. The Phoenix Howlers and the Salt Lake Mustangs, as the Mustangs really want to get back to what they were the last 2 years. Our doubleheader for next week. First is the St. Louis Archers hosting the Lexington Cavalry. And then the Jersey City Wise Guys face the Baltimore Marauders. So that is our doubleheader for next week. Okay. Third quarter. The Bears will get the ball first for the second half. And average field position. One, 2, 5. That is a punt situation. Solid offense? No, not Anchorage. Punishing defense? No. So a regular punt to start the second half. The Bears are only 3 points behind. Partially because of that missed field goal. You got a possible block. It's 1 or 2 is a block, I think. I know I said it earlier, I just want to be sure. 1 or 2, it's a block. Nope, it's a 3, so that is average field position. So now the Icons have their first possession of the second half. 1, 3, 6. Prolific offense. Yes, they do. Defensive back bites on the pump fake. Wide receiver is wide open. That is a touchdown pass for the Icons. So, yeah. Right after saying the Bears were still in this game, I will try not to choke on my foot. So that is Spencer to, let's see, 56. Garland. And extra point, 64 under, is good. So the score is now 20-10 in favor of Los Angeles. Average field position. Three, 3-6. So it looks like the third quarter is going to go by really quick. Staunch defense. No. Stiff defense. No. So a touchdown pass for the Bears. playing horse here, apparently. 26, so that is Robinson to Sharp. And the extra point, 64 and under, is good. So they are back within 3 very shortly after. All right, kickoff. Average field position for LA. Two, 4, 6. Dull offense, not the icons. Runner turns the corner and has nothing but daylight. Touchdown icons. So that's a rushing touchdown that will end the third quarter. Runner is Doubleheader again. 3 touchdown runs. One more, and we give him the Al Bundy Award. Extra point is good. Score is now 27-17. That will end the third quarter. Los Angeles Icons 27, Anchorage Bears 17, as I already said. Let me see here. Yep. All right. Starting the fourth quarter. Can the Bears do it? Two, 4, 5. Dynamic offense or soft defense? No. Porous offense? No. So that is a coffin corner punt. With more time taken off than they would have liked. I was saying, you know, between games that we might see a bit of Quincy Hunt, who is in second in the league for touchdown runs, but we have not been seeing that. Jermaine Dalby has been the team workhorse. Poor field position for the Icons. 1, 2, 4. Great field position? No. So, punt. Ten minutes remaining in regulation, at least. Okay. So, 34. Average field position. Coming up on the 1 hour mark of our video here. 2-2-6. Secure offense. No. That doesn't sound good. Passive defense. The Icons do not have that. So 2-2-6. That is a fumble. Told you it didn't sound good. All right. So. Fumble forced by 61. That is Rocky Sheffield. And picked up by Brian Key. But it's going to be in poor field position. That was dumb. There we go. And back in poor field position for the Icons. 114. Prolific offense, yes. Short passing attack sets up a field goal attempt. So, here comes Hawkins for his first field goal of the game. 46 and under. And he's got it. And that is pretty much it for the Bears. Score is now 30-17. Average field position. As we wrap this up, there are 5 minutes left. 115. Bears are neither efficient nor inefficient. Poor field position, no. Undisciplined offense, no. They might be able to do this. They're going to go for that fourth. Okay. Fourth down conversion. Or fourth down, go for it. 6, that is good. All right, so no matter what they roll here, no matter what's rolled here, but in the red die, it's going to only take 1 off. One 6. Prolific offense, no. Inept defense, no. So that is a turnover on downs. I believe that's how that works. Give me a second so I don't feel like a fool. Treat any punt as a turnover on downs with the opponent taking possession, average field position. All right, so yep. Turnover on downs. Average field position for the Icons. There are 2 ticks left. 1-3-3 to finish the game off. Prolific offense. Talk about beating them when they're down. Quick strike offense unleashes their ground attack. That is a 4th touchdown run for the Icons. And it's Doubleheader for the 4th. Extra point. Just. Almost like the kicker barely cared. So the final score is a Los Angeles Icons 37 and improving to 3-2. Anchorage scores 17 and falls to 3-2. That is it for our doubleheader. That is it for week 5. Until next time. This has been the Table Football League on Al Wilson's Fast Drive Football. Check his site out, 3d6-gaming.com. And I'll see you next time.